Welcome to the Van Horn Public Library in Pine Island, Minnesota. I'm Hope Carroll-Rizzo and a yoga and Pilates instructor. Today we're going to be doing a chair yoga practice. If something doesn't work for your body, you don't have to do it. If something doesn't feel good in your body, you don't have to do it. If something feels really good in your body, maybe it's something you want to try later on, maybe this afternoon or even tomorrow. And as always, if you need to, talk to your medical professional first to make sure that this is appropriate for your body. In yoga, we often focus on breathing. So we're going to be doing something called pranayama. Pranayama is breath work in yoga. The pranayama we're doing today is just to be able to feel our breath in our body. So let's begin by sitting up tall. Our ears are going to be over our shoulders, our shoulders are going to be over our hips. And from our hips, our knees come out. And then underneath our knees are our feet and our ankles. If your feet don't touch the floor, maybe put something underneath your feet. That's okay. If you want to sit up on something, put a blanket underneath. I want you to be comfortable, okay? I want you to feel very comfortable sitting, but sit up straight and tall, really proud. And then take a moment to look around you. So maybe keep your head still and just use your eyes to look around the room, noticing things, but noticing things that are light, bright, and noticing things that cast shadows as well. And then, if you feel comfortable in your space and you feel comfortable closing your eyes, allow your eyes to gently close. And then start feeling how you feel sitting up, feeling things that feel heavy, feeling things that feel light, feeling things that feel really good, feeling things that may not feel that good today. But if something feels really good, send all your attention to that area. So it might be today my right shoulder feels good. Focus on your right shoulder and just imagine that good feeling spreading all throughout your body. And not only notice how you feel physically, but notice how you feel emotionally. Notice how you feel mentally. Notice what's happening in your mind, what thoughts are happening. It's okay. This is normal. But just notice. There's no right, there's no wrong. How do you feel today? If your eyes are closed, start bringing awareness into your breath. What does it feel like when you take an in-breath and you fill up your lungs with air? What does it feel like when you take an out-breath? Sometimes when we inhale, we're going to feel being cold or dry through our nostrils. Bring awareness to your nostrils. And how does that feel? And then your body miraculously changes that. And as the air is leaving your body, it might feel warm, moist even. Notice that. Notice as you're inhaling if something lifts up. For a lot of us, it's going to be our belly. When we do yogic breathing, our diaphragm descends and our belly extends. That's good. And as we exhale, our belly is going to come in. Notice if you can smell something. Notice if you can taste something. Notice if you can hear something. Some of us might even be hearing our breath right now, which is a good thing. It might sound like the wind through the trees. It might sound like an ocean. Just notice, what do you sound like when you breathe? And now with your eyes open or closed, start counting your inhale. It might be 4 counts, it might be 2 counts, it might be 10 counts. And then as you exhale, try to keep that the exact same length. So if my inhale is 4, inhale, 2, 3, 4. My exhale is also going to be 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. So find your special number and continue to breathe that way, that count. Inhale, 2, 3. Exhale. Let's do that for another moment or two. Your eyes can stay open or closed. You decide. Your next inhale, get yourself really tall. And then start moving your head so you look over one shoulder. Inhale back to the center, moving your head to the center. Exhale, look over the other shoulder. Inhale to center. Exhale, look over shoulder. It feels really good to move this morning or this afternoon or this evening, doesn't it? So keep moving. Use your breath. If I'm going too fast, go slower. If I'm going too slow, go faster. But use your breath to move you. The next time your head is in the center facing me, inhale, get really tall again, lengthen your spine. Exhale, drop your chin toward your throat or toward your chest. Inhale, lift your chin up, maybe stretching the front of your neck. Really gentle here. Exhaling, looking down. And maybe your eyes are helping here too. Inhaling, looking up. Exhale, looking down. So yes and no is what we've done. We've done the no, now we're going to the yes. Yes, no, maybe so. So next time your chin is through the center, keep it there. Drop your ear to one shoulder. This is maybe. Inhale, head up. Exhale, ear to the other shoulder. So these are really nice stretches. If you need to pause here, pause. Sometimes it feels good just to let the ears stay towards the shoulder. But if you like to move, keep moving. Good. Head comes up. Ear to shoulder. Head comes up. Ear to shoulder. Or pause. You decide. Okay? What's best for your body? Next inhale, get tall again. Take your hands to your neck and give yourself a massage. So some of us might be playing the piano. Play the piano against your neck and head. Some of us might be doing little circles. Do little circles. Neck, head, maybe forehead, maybe temples. What feels good for your body right now? Maybe you're stroking. So in yoga, there's a sister science called Ayurveda. And the Ayurvedic philosophy has us massaging ourselves, and that's good. Just kind of relaxing, releasing, getting rid of stress. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to work on our shoulders. So palms can be down or up, you decide, maybe one of each. But we're going to inhale, we're going to lift our shoulders towards our ears. And as we exhale, we're just lowering our shoulders to neutral. Inhale, lift your shoulders towards your ears. Exhale to neutral. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. We're going to switch it. We're going to bring our shoulders back. So inhale, prepare. Exhale, send the shoulders back. Inhale to neutral. Exhale, send the shoulders back. Now, if your breath is going the opposite, that's okay. Let's do that 2 more times. Breathing and moving our shoulders. Now we're going to bring our shoulders down. So my shoulders are going to drop down. This might be really subtle. I'm going to actually drop my hands so maybe you can see it better. And then neutral. Our shoulders have a lot of movement in them, which is good. They do a lot of stuff for us. And now we're going to bring our shoulders forward. Now there are a lot of points in between, right? So see if you can bring your shoulders through all of those points in between. Rolling the shoulders gently. You call this the Celtic cross in some yoga. And then go the other way with your shoulders. We're going to try to move a lot of our body today. And then allow your shoulders to rest back and down. Take your arms, lie them down. Inhale. Exhale, bend your elbows, touch your shoulders. Inhale, straighten your arms, make them long. Exhale, bend your elbows, touch your shoulders. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhaling and exhaling. Allow one hand to go to your elbow and then give yourself a little massage here. Maybe massage one shoulder and then massage the other shoulder. And one shoulder might need it a lot more. And if you feel someplace that you want to spend some time with, go ahead. I'm going to switch hands. So my hand is going to go to my elbow and I'm going to start massaging. Maybe going down my arm this time. Maybe wanting to go down the other arm. Next, wrists. A few wrist circles. Let your fingers do what your fingers want to do. So maybe they're dancing. Maybe they're just flowing. Maybe they're really strong fingers. What feels good? Maybe you're imagining you're shooting out rays of peace to the world with your fingers. Go the other way. Reverse those circles. From our wrists, let's do some circles with our fingers. Each finger. So start with the thumbs, then go the other direction. Do the fingers. There's my pointer. There's my pointer. Go the other direction. Middle finger, 2 or 3 times in each direction. Ring finger. And pinky. And the other direction. And then maybe shake it out. We're in a library. We're going to use a book. So if you have something, you can grab a book. If you would like to use nothing, you can just have your hands float free. Or maybe you're going to use a towel. We're going to add some movements now, bigger movements. Sit up tall on your inhale. Get ready. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift your arms in front of you as high as it feels comfortable. Exhale, lower your arms down. Oh, sit up tall. This is a heavy book. I'm working my arms here. Inhale, arms go up. Exhale, arms come down. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale and exhale. Let's add to this. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, tilt to one side. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, tilt to the other side. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, drop your arms. Let's do that again. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, tilt to one side. I went opposite this time. Inhale, come up. Exhale, other side. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. We're changing again. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, twist to one side. Inhale to center. Exhale, other side. Inhale to center. One more time. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Excuse me. Inhale. Exhale. Whew. Roll out your shoulders. That might feel good, especially if you were using a really heavy book. Another way our spine can move, we moved laterally and we twist it with our spine, is to do something called cat-cow. So I'm going to move forward in my chair. I'm going to place my hands on my legs. As I inhale, I'm thinking about stretching the front of my body. So I'm going to send my belly forward and I'm going to gently look up. And as I exhale, I'm going to pull my belly in, navel to spine, and I'm going to curve my body. Only if it feels good, right? Inhaling, I'm finding the cow. Exhaling, I'm finding the cat. Our spine is pretty wonderful. It moves in a lot of different directions. And we're exploring 6. And now, sit up really tall. We're going to get out of our chair to practice balance. Balance is super important. But we're not going to just get up out of our chair. We're going to work our legs. To have good balance, it's good to have strong legs. I'm going to do this 10 times. If 10 times works for you, join me 10 times. If 10 times doesn't work for you, stay sitting. It doesn't matter. What's best for your body? I'm going to bring my legs towards one another. Strong feet, rooted down in the earth. If you do have something underneath your feet, maybe it's the time to move it out of the way. There are options to getting up. Sometimes momentum helps. So this might work for you. That might help. If you're like, I don't want to use momentum, I just want my legs to work hard, cross your arms in front of you. Relax the shoulders down. My core had to work really hard to get up that time. Let's try this. Like I said, if 10 works for you, do 10 with me. If 10 doesn't work for me, for you today, that's okay too. I'm going to work this way. I might switch to this way. We'll see how my body feels today. I'm going to count backwards. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Switch the cross of your arms. 5, 4, 3, 2. This is our last one. Blast off. Let your arms come by your side. To find a mountain pose, we stand really tall. Once again, ears over the shoulders, shoulders over the hips, hips over the knees. My feet are strong on the floor. I'm going to use my chair today and hold on. Let's come, if it's okay for your body, to lifting our heels gently off the earth on the inhale. And as we exhale, let's lower our heels down. Now, let's inhale and lift our toes up off the floor. Exhale, send them down. If you'd like, lean all your weight to one side. I just went to one side. Come back to the center. Now lean all of your weight to the other side and come back to the center. Now, see if in mountain pose you can have your toes on the earth, your heels on your earth, as well as the right and the left side. Really tall. Mountain pose is very important. We're getting tall, we're feeling ourselves grounded, but we're also feeling ourselves lifting up to the sky. Breathe. Our first balance pose is going to be a traditional one. It's called tree pose. I'm going to shift all of my weight into one foot, and then I'm going to bend my opposite knee. My toe can stay on the ground. That's perfect. There's nothing wrong with that. That's a beautiful tree pose. If I've got more room to move, my knee is going to come out to the side. I've moved my chair a little. If I have more room to move, my foot leaves the earth and goes to my calf. And I'm pressing my calf into my foot and my foot into my calf. If I have even more room to move, I'm going to lift my foot and put it up my upper thigh. I'm avoiding my knee because my knee is a hinge joint. Now what to do with my hands? They could be at heart center. They could be branches of a tree. And we're going to breathe here. 5 good breaths. Find something to look at that's not moving. It could be on the earth in front of you. It could be in the sky in front of you. Got another breath or two. Inhale, get tall. Exhale, start dropping your arm down gently and releasing your leg. Notice the difference between the two legs. There's usually a difference. That one leg was holding all of your weight. It was getting stronger. Shift all of the weight into the other leg, bend the knee. That is a beautiful tree pose. If you've got more room to move, allow the knee to open to the side. Some of us may be picking up our feet. Some of us might be really juicy and putting our foot at our upper thigh. Decide where you would like your hand. At the heart center, maybe you're feeling really brave today and the arms are going to come up. Both arms, maybe not. 5 good breaths. Another good breath here. Slowly allow your arms to come down. Bring the knee forward. Drop it down. And then if you feel like it, shake it out. Get a nice shake here. We're going to do something called downward facing dog using a chair. If it's not for you today, you don't need to do it. If you'd like to do it in the chair, it's a very powerful pose. I'll show you that first. Your legs are going to come out. Strong legs. Your arms are going to be lifted. Strong arms. That would be the seated downward facing dog. It's challenging. If you'd like to try it standing with a chair, I'm finding my mountain pose, holding onto the back of my chair, walking myself out long, and then from my hips, I'm hinging down. And now I'm breathing. So my knees can be bent. There's a big stretch in the back of my legs with my knees straight. But you decide what's best for you. And I'm looking towards the earth. 2 or 3 breaths here. I'm going to pull my belly in, navel towards the spine. I'm going to bend my knees, and I'm going to find a strong spine and strong belly to bring me back up to standing. I'm going to open up through my heart center, bringing my shoulder blades back, and I'm going to gently look up. And if I'm feeling really juicy, I'm going to lift my heels up for my upward facing dog. And then as I exhale, I'm coming back to standing tall. Let's do one more balance pose. This one's to strengthen the legs. So standing up tall, shift all of the weight, keep your foot facing forward and kick it to the side 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Now you can continue doing that, or you can pivot your leg. So now my toes are facing out and my heels facing in. Different muscles will work here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shift the leg again. So now if it's okay for your body, the toes point in, the heels out. Different muscles work even here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we've balanced for a long time. Shake that out. Let's go to the other side. So notice, put your hand on the muscles you feel working. You'll notice different muscles. Shift the weight, lift the leg, 4 kicks to the side. Inhaling and exhaling. Switch the leg, heel in, toe out, only if that's okay for your body. Switch one more time, heel in, toe out. Notice the different muscles. It is different muscles for me. We did around 4 of them each side. And then shake it out. We're coming back to sitting down in our chair. We're going to do a few more leg stretches. And I took one of my husband's ties. You can use a towel if you'd like. You could use a TheraBand. Some of you might have TheraBands. Belt. I like ties. I like the thicker ties, but this one's cute too. I think it's Tigger. I'm not sure. I'm going to put the strap or the belt or the tie on my foot, and I'm going to press through the heel, and I'm lifting my toes. Now I'm separating my toes. So we separated our fingers earlier. Get those toes doing something. And now we're going to breathe. 2 or 3 good breaths here. And my leg's fairly straight. Whichever leg you have up, switch both ends of the strap or the tie or the towel into that hand. If it's okay for your body, let the leg open to the side. Few breaths here. If you're feeling really juicy, extend the opposite arm. Stretch it long and maybe open those fingers wide. Maybe look towards it. Next, inhale, bring your gaze back to center, bring your arm back to center, switch the leg. This is not for everybody, but if it feels good for your body, move the leg across your body, extend the other arm, maybe looking towards that extended arm. You don't have to do this, only if it works for your body. This extended arm comes back. The next posture is called pigeon. Crossing the ankle over the other ankle and allowing the knee to open is fine. If you have more room to move, maybe this ankle lifts. Flexing this foot engages muscles around the knees to keep your knee a little bit stronger and safer. We sit up tall, and only if it feels good, we hinge forward. This can be done lying down on your back or in bed. 2 or 3 breaths here. I'm going to unhinge, come up. I'm going to release this leg, and I'm going to do with my ankle what I did with my wrist. I'm going to point and flex. And now I'm going to circle my ankle a few times in one direction and a few times in the other direction. Spread my toes really wide, bring them together, and then shake it out. And now I'm going to notice the difference between my 2 legs, because often there is a difference. Let's get ready for the other side. Remember, tie, belt, towel, or maybe you're just going to hold your leg. That works too. So holding onto the strap or the tie or the towel, straightening the leg, pressing through the heel, bringing the toes back. For some of us, is going to increase the stretch only if it feels right. Couple breaths here. If you have more room to move, the leg can open to the side if it feels right for your body. It's an inner thigh stretch. We did work those inner thighs when we were standing, so this might be a nice stretch for you. And then if you like, extend that arm and maybe look towards it, spreading the fingers wide. Next, inhale, everything comes to center. Only if it feels okay for your body, the leg might cross the body. Some of us might feel a stretch. Leg is going to come forward, only if it's okay for your body. Ankle to ankle, maybe opening this, maybe hinging forward. Some of us might have more room to move, so the ankle's going to rest on our thigh and we're going to flex the foot. We sit up tall and we hinge forward. Remember, you could do this lying on your bed. For a lot of us, it's a very nice stretch. But if it doesn't work for you, that's okay too. That's normal. Next inhale, come on up. Next exhale, extend your leg and point and flex. You might want to hold on to the leg to help you. Couple circles of the ankle. Circle the other direction. Then send your toes wide. Bring them together. Shake it all out. At the end of a yoga practice, we do something called Shavasana. It's when we totally relax. This might be a great time for you to turn on some beautiful music and just sit with your eyes closed. It might be a time just to have no music, total silence, lying down with your eyes closed and just relaxing, letting it all go. Letting the things that happened go, letting the things that didn't happen go. And I've closed my eyes. I'm going to be here with you for maybe 4 or 5 breaths, okay? At the end of a yoga practice, practitioners come together, placing their hands at their heart center. And they say a word to each other that means, I bow to you. I see the goodness in you. And that word is namaste. So I see the goodness in you, and I thank you for being here today. Namaste.